Hey guys, it's Chris with Vandali Family Gaming. We're talking Byron Edgar tips and strategies with Sherlou Games. You guys got to check him out. He streams 2 to 3 times a day. If you want to join me in a Brawl Stars game with Sherlou, I try and at least join one of his streams a day. So looking forward to playing with you. Check him out, guys. I hope you enjoy, and please like and subscribe if you do. Take care.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Sherlou Club. Yes, this is a special edition. It's our first vlog, and I say our because I'm joined with my friend Chris from VFG over here. Wonderful channel. Go see his channel. He's even a better YouTuber than I am. And yeah, so we're trying a new formula, and I hope you will like it. I asked Chris over here to talk to me because when I went on his channel, he has a different approach to gaming than as I do, especially on Brawl Star. He's more like a strategist. Can I say that?
Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it. I don't have the personality you do, Sherlou, so I stick to my monotone voice and talk to trophy game.
Yeah. So yeah, we all play to our strength, and I think yours is the analysis of the game of the different brawlers and everything. So that's why I wanted to try a first blog with you, and I hope people will like it. Of course, the first subject I want to address with you, even though it's been what 2 3 weeks now, but I think it's still a big news. I want to talk about Edgar. Tell me what you think about Edgar and his impact on Brawl Star.
Yeah, so Edgar is a brawler that has so many abilities. When I think of my favorite brawlers, like a Daryl, whose super will actually grow over 30 seconds before you get it, or a Primo with the leaping ability, or a brawler that can heal. He just does it all. Sherlou, he's amazing, and the fact that he's free just is great. You don't have to spend 700 gems to get a legendary brawler. You don't have to beg your parents for money to get something. It's there, and Brawl Stars gave it to the community. They gave the one of the best brawlers. I won't say the best brawler, but they gave that out free for everyone to have fun with. And there's nothing better on whatever day that was, the 8th or 9th day of Brawliday, to have
Yeah.
a 10v1 Edgar versus Edgar versus Edgar battle. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, there was a lot of Edgars that day. It even crashed the server at some point, I think, at Brawl Star. They were out for an hour, I think, because there was too many Edgars in the game.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
you addressed something that is interesting for me. I'm not 100% sure, but for what I've seen, I think it's the first time that Supercell in Brawl Star has just given a brawler, and like you said, a good brawler. It didn't give you a brawler that you will use 1 or 2 times just because it's fun or because he has a nice skin. No, they give for free a good brawler. Why do you think they did that, and why now?
You know, I I'm not sure exactly, right? I don't have a lot of Epic Gaming, Supercell content, but you get brawlers like Shelly and Nita and Colt right out of the chute.
Yep.
As you get 60 trophies or whatever, and those are just basic brawlers. I really think they thought they've done a lot of improvements to the game, a huge amount of updates. They might have lost some folks during the course of the year, so what better way to maybe grab all of their members back? Let's throw one of the best brawlers out at the game and see who's going to stick. A lot of the brawlers that might have started or a lot of the players that started, say in October, November timeframe, and they're working up the ladder.
Yeah.
And they're tired of running around with a bull and just shotgunning everyone. Now all of a sudden they realize this is so cool. I can't wait to get Primo. I can't wait to get Daryl because they've seen the ability that Edgar has, and so it's going to make them want to climb up the trophy ladder, open more boxes, and unlock all 43 brawlers now. It's a lot of brawlers.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. One of the other impact of Edgar is what I call it indirect impact. I want to talk a little bit here about Byron because Byron came out like what, a week before Edgar or something like that, and in my opinion, Byron is great. Byron is incredible. He's the third healer, but he's the first healer in the game that can heal you right from the start. The other two have to pop their ultimate to be their special power to be able to heal at any point. But right off the bat, he can heal anybody. He can do damage and heal at the same time. I think overall, especially in a 3 versus 3 battle, not in showdown or duo showdown, but in a 3 versus 3, I mean, he can change the game completely. But because Edgar came in, I feel like he didn't get his right place in the sun. What do you think about the Edgar versus Byron thing that happened?
Yeah, I think it's a shame what happened to Byron. So the newest brawler comes out, right? Everyone gets excited about it. Some of us purchase them. If you're like my son, you open up a mega box and you get him the first box you open. He's
Wow.
got incredible luck. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, what? Of course I had to buy him because, it was the only brawler I didn't have, and I love the game so much. So, but he was totally overshadowed by Edgar because Edgar was free. And so then everyone started using Edgar. No one gave Byron a chance. And I think if people start playing Byron more, or as they unlock him in boxes, they're going to see he's the ultimate 3-person team setup guy, right? Because he can attack, he can heal from a distance. The only mode that I would not use him in is solos, and that's because it takes 5 or 6 seconds before you can kill someone. And there's just so many people in a solo mode. You're getting hit from multiple sides, and so you don't have the time to wait for a player to slowly poison away.
Yeah, but when you do get a lot of, I always forget the name, the power boxes. Is that the name? The little power that you get in Showdown?
Yeah. I call them cookies. My kids give me trouble for it.
Yeah.
If you hear me say cookies, that's what I mean.
Okay, good. So those cookies or those those powers boxes. We already talked about it before, but yeah, it's crazy when Byron gets like over 7, 8, 9 of those energy points, he can almost one shot everybody in the place and just look at them go away and die slowly, and then poop, you see a pop on the side of your screen. Byron just killed that, and you shot him like you said, like 3-4 seconds ago. He just went away, and you don't care anymore because you know he's gonna die. Yeah, yep. So that's one of the up of Byron. But we're digressing here. I'm sorry. I want to get back to Edgar. A lot of people are saying that Edgar is overpowered right now. I agree, and I agree and not. I think it depends a lot on the type of game you're playing. Like recently, I had Edgar. I played Edgar, and I played against Edgar in some of the modes like Odd Zone and things like that, and I was not impressed. But of course, in showdown, like in duo showdown or solo showdown, he's a killing machine. But still, I think they're gonna nerf him. They have to nerf him a little bit. If you were Supercell and you would have the man that they'll say that you're a developer there, and they say, okay, Chris, could you nerf him a little bit for us? What would you do to nerf him without killing him in a way, like they did with Brock at a certain point?
Yeah, well, Sherlou, I actually remember playing in one of your streams. I was doing great. I was actually Byron, and I'm sniping people left and right, and out of the blue, poof, you come flying over a wall and kill me instantly, right? It's that jumping ability. It's the regenerating of a super without having to kill anyone or attack anyone, and so you're able to hide. Some people don't like camping. I do think it's a valid strategy if you've got brawlers that you struggle with.
It's part
I think
of the
that's
game.
fair, but right. So I think that's really where he's overpowered. I think we need. Now I say we as if I'm part of Supercell. Let's assume I am.
Yeah, one day.
His gadget causes a 700% increase in super gain over 3 seconds, right? When I play a game, I start the game, hit solos, press the button, it gets about 3/4 of the way filled up, right? So you get your super in 3 or 4 seconds. I think if they maybe lowered that to 30 or 300 or 350%, to where he only gets half of his super, or you even just take the super delay and go from 30 to say 45 seconds. Okay. That will really take that surprise attack away, because once he jumps on you, and if you have that star power, he gets an extra 1,000 damage.
You're done.
You're done. Yeah. On top of Edgar's healing, right? We didn't even talk about the healing. He does 25% healing on top of his attacks. So I think if you get rid of his ability to jump lower the quantity of gadgets from maybe 3 to 2 and take it from 700% down to 350 maybe, I think he becomes a much more leveled out brawler because you got to do a lot of more running around and dodging than you do just camping and jumping.
Yeah. And what about his healing? Would you nerf a little bit his healing? I think right now is what, 25%?
Yeah, 25% of his attack. So
maybe 20 or 15 could be good.
Yeah, I think lowering it would probably be good. It's hard to use duos with a lot of cookies. We'll call them, because if you're doing 3,000 damage to hit and you're healing 750, most brawlers with double digit power points or whatever you call them will beat most brawlers. So but I do think, if you're a melee brawler and all you're going to do is just jump in with the primo and punch and punch and punch, I think they do need to lower it a tad. I think the reason why they gave him the healing ability is because his HP is so much lower than the rest of the tanks.
Yeah.
So if you take a primo, his HP for a primo is much higher than Edgar's.
Yes.
So you combine the HP with the healing ability. Okay, now they're about equal. But 25%, that's a pretty big heal for every punch.
Yeah. So they could attack a little bit that. Maybe you lower it to 20% or 15, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. In the past, I've played a game called Hero of the Storm from Blizzard for 4 years. And one of the things that I was the most amazed, it's a MOBA game like League of Legends or Dota 2. Why I'm mentioning that is that one of the things that always surprised me is that when you play the game a lot, you start thinking that you know how the game is played. You know who are the good. They're not called brawlers in Hero of the Storm, but let's call them brawlers for the sake of the argument. You think you know what they're doing, how they can do things, which one is good, which one is bad. And then you go look at an esport tournament, and you realize, first of all, those guys don't play the same game as you do. It has the same name, but they don't play the same game at all. And some brawlers that you think are really trash, that you never use, you see them do crazy things in that. I was always amazed in the different tournaments in Hero of the Storm of the choices of the heroes and the way they were playing them regarding how we played them. And I'm wondering, we're talking about Edgar in our world, in the Sherlouverse, where we're most of us average or below average player in my case, but we're not professional players. What do you think that Edgar will be like in the pro tournament? Will he be as good? Would they have already figured out 10 counters that we don't think of? Will he have as much as an impact as he does on the normal people as on the pro league? What is your when you look in your crystal ball, what do you see about Edgar in the pro league, in the pro circuit?
So I see Edgar having a lot of validity in the pro circuit just because of where he's at with his attributes and the attacking and the healing and the super. I do think if he gets a little bit of a nerf, you're going to see that go away. But I think if you're playing a 3v3 game, I think you'll see a lot of the folks, depending on the map, but if there's a lot of walls, you'll definitely see an Edgar thrown in. But what I think you'll see is teams start building the counters against the Edgar. They may actually build their team out to counter the Edgar that may get put out there against them, whether it be a bull. If an Edgar jumps into a bull, chances are the bull's going to win with his shotgun, and I think maxed out bull does almost 3,000 attack per hit. So. Or even a Leon. Leon does super high DPS, super quick shot. So I think you'll see, while I'm not a good Leon player, I'm horrible with Leon, but I think you'll see them frame their teams around Edgar, assuming that Edgar will be part of that team.
Yeah. I like your point about Leon doing a lot of DPS. And the other thing that Leon does that is really annoying is when you're camping, he can go put his double out, and the double will sniff you out.
Yes.
The doubles know where you are. It's the same thing about the damn bear of Nita. That bear knows every time where you are. I mean, you're on the other side of the map, and that thing can smell you from a mile away, and he just goes straight at you. And you're going, why? Nobody's supposed to see me here. And I think, I never saw it that way. It would just pop in my mind that the double of Leon will sniff out an Edgar that is camping.
Yep. Yeah. It's a great strategy, right? If you feel like, okay, we got to snip the Edgar out first, neutralize the playing field, and then and then go from there. Yeah, that clone will sniff them out real quick.
Yeah. What do you think about Jackie against Edgar?
I like Jackie against Edgar. Her super would suck characters in. She has that shield for a few seconds afterwards. Not a shield, but a damage reduction.
Yeah.
That's tremendous, right? Because one, Edgar's not doing the damage against her, and he's not healing as well. The biggest thing I think though with Jackie is you're going to have your 3 hits saved up. You can't go in frantically spamming the auto aim like you would with the Jackie, right? It's just a button you press. You don't actually aim a shot. But you would need to have all 3 shots, I think, to be successful against Edgar. Super then attack back.
Yeah. Well,
I hope Edgar doesn't jump away.
Yeah. You saw me tried it like a half an hour ago, and I killed the 2 first ones. The 3rd one got me though. Yeah, it worked. It worked at the beginning, but like you said, the problem was that at some point I was out of ammo, and he jumped on. Another Edgar jumped on me because there was a lot of Edgars in that game.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's my fault. I designed the map, so that's my fault. There's a lot of bushes there, so that's a great map for Edgar, and yeah, it worked, but not. You have to be ready for it. Yeah. So I don't want to make this too long. Anything else you would add in the conclusion about Edgar and the move of Supercell of putting out there? Is there anything in conclusion you want to say about Edgar?
No, I think we've touched on a lot of it, Sherlou. I guess the biggest thing for me, especially if you're new to the game, guys, the biggest brawlers in the game right now would be Colt, obviously with his gadget.
Yeah.
B with her gadget. And 8-bit with his gadget, right? So all of them are doing tremendous damage very quickly. Edgar doesn't need the gadgets or the star powers. I've played a lot of games where I've just gotten torn up, and I went back and looked at my game log, and I realized I just went up against a level 7 Edgar and got torn up, and I'm a level 10. That's what's amazing about it. So as a new player, enjoy Edgar, because you've got a brawler today that can compete with a star power and gadget type brawler across the board, except for maybe the B and the 8-bit that I mentioned and the Colt. 20 of the other 43 brawlers, Edgar without a gadget at level 6 is probably better than. If played properly, right? You're going to have the folks, I'm sure you'll get the comments now, or I'll get the comments that will say, oh, whatever, I'm this brawler's better than Edgar at 6. Yes, it played properly. But an average player, Edgar is at a level 6 is better than a maxed out half the brawlers out there, I believe.
Yeah, and you're making a good point about playing it and learning to play it, because a lot of times in my streams you see it, people ask me, who do you think is the best brawler or the worst brawler? And one of my answers is, in the best ends, the worst brawler will beat the best brawler in the worst ends. So the player makes a big difference here. Yeah. So I seen people destroy an entire map with Shelly, and lately, I hope he doesn't mind. I'm gonna name him Eddie. Just revived in my mind Jesse in Duo Showdown. I never thought I saw Jesse in Duo Showdown. For me, it was not a possibility. And I saw that guy. He's a friend of Minnie. They're gonna. Hi guys. I mean, that guy destroyed the field game after game after game with Jesse.
Yeah.
And I was like, for me, it was one of the worst brawlers, especially in Showdown. I mean, some map it's really great, but in Showdown, I would never have played Jesse. And that guy was a magician with her. And yeah, so we never know.
Yeah, let's be honest. Minnie's a great player.
Yeah.
Right?
And his friend Eddie, he's really good too.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Jessie, I would never use her in Showdown.
No.
It takes forever to get the turret.
Yep.
The turret's easily destroyed, and her shots are very, very slow.
Yep.
Now in Brawl Ball, it's a different story where you're trying to control more of the map, things like that. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of the skill of the player.
Yeah, but I think that when we're getting there, because we're talking about Edgar, and Edgar is a little bit different in a sense that the way it's built right now, even if you're average player, above average player, or under average player, you can get great kills with him. You can get great moves. You can get real worth. I mean, to put on a short or something. I mean, you could do great things with Edgar right off the bat. You never played him. You just do a jump and click frantically on your auto attack button, and boom, you just killed someone with Spike, who is in the esport recognized as the best brawler in 2020, and you just killed him, and you know why? You know, I think that's one of the real allure and power of Edgar, is the fact that even a noob can do an incredible move with him.
Yeah, and I think that's what's exciting about what they did, is they gave everyone a brawler to get excited about the game and to see what's out there, and not only that, but they can experience all the maps. Sherlou, you can, you know, as long as you've got the trophies, right? The trophy requirements, I think it's maybe 1,000 to unlock them all, but
it's not hard.
You know, it's Siege and Brawl Ball and Heist, and I mean, you can compete in every map, in every mode. Versus a handful of modes. That's what's really exciting as a player. You know, you get your daily quests and you're thinking, oh, Siege, I'm horrible at Siege. You know, what am I going to use here? You know, Barley doesn't work anymore. So, oh, wait, you know, my Edgar's at 200 trophies. Let me just use him and I'll knock this quest out.
Yep.
That was my mindset in December, at least, before I got him ranked up.
Yeah. Well, now, well, when he's lower a little bit in the rank, it's better. I did the same thing for, I had a quest killing 9 people in solo showdown. And that day I had Rico had to do 60,000 damage, and I thought for a second, am I going to use Rico to do that? And then I said, oh no, I'm going to do Rico on another map, and let's just do Edgar for the 9 kills. I did it in 3 games. Yeah.
Yep, I saw it.
Yeah,
I watch the videos every day, man. Great content. And when you use Rico and the others, I thought, holy cow. Well, you were nailing people left and right. I think you had 3 or 4 kills at one point in Brawl Ball before you died. So
yeah, that was a good day. That was a good day. Thank you, Chris. I don't want to take much of your time, and this is the first time we do a vlog. I hope to get a lot of reaction from it. Please, people, leave a comment, either if you see that video on my channel on Sherlou Games or on VFG, because the video, we're going to share the video. It's going to be on both YouTube. So you can see it on mine, you can see it on VFG over here, and it will be the same one. And if we continue to do those, we'll maybe find another way to have a part of it on my channel, part of it on yours. But for now, this is for both. So I hope you enjoyed it, and leave comments, people. Tell us what you think. Tell us if you like that format, and tell us where we went wrong, what we said that makes no sense to you, because that's gonna happen, don't you think?
Of course. It definitely will. They're going to say we're crazy, which we are.
Yeah.
So, Sherlou, thank you for the opportunity, man. The content you put out, the Sherlouians, you know, I'm one of them, guys. I'm one of the almost 1,000. I'm proud to be. You know, my followers, I don't have a nickname for them yet. So, you know, guys, check out Sherlou streams. He streams Brawl Stars twice a day. It's a good time. It's fun. You get to play along with Sherlou. And Sherlou's not a YouTuber playing video games. He is a entertainer, interacting with folks like me, the average player. So you're not gonna be disappointed the hour you spend with him.
My God, man, I want that is too much. I'm gonna edit that part out. This is too much. So thank you, Chris. I mean, that was great. Talking to you is so fun. I want to do this again and again and again. I'm sure in the next few weeks we're gonna have a new Brawl Talk soon. So I don't know what they're gonna announce. I think they're gonna announce something from the map maker, and we know there's something about Star Park that from season 3, and because there seems to be like a star team or something. But we're gonna see. But after the Brawl Talk, if you want, I would like to do another vlog with this with you and analyze a little bit what they're gonna say to us. And the next brawler, of course, we're gonna analyze him to death.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to get into that. The next theme, I heard maybe space.
Yeah, space. Yeah.
We'll see. You know, even talk about Mapmaker a little bit. I barely delved into Map Maker. I know you do Map Maker Monday, Sherlou, so
Yeah.
maybe
Do
I
a
need to
map.
start putting a couple boards together.
Yeah, do a map for us.
We'll do.
Yeah, good. So thank you, Chris. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Leave a comment down below. And thank you for watching. Have a nice night. Thank you again, my friend. That was really great. And we'll see you later or tomorrow or at another time. I don't know, because we have people all over the world now. So whatever is time you're watching this, it could be night, could be day, could be morning. I don't know anymore. So, so thank you, everybody. Have a nice night. Bye, Chris.
Thanks, Sherlou.
Bye-bye.